Hello everybody and welcome to the second teaching and learning e-briefing, and thank you for all those who watched the last one. We had nearly 80 people who'd watched the video and hoping for the same this time round. This time it's a little bit shorter than what we've done. This morning I handed out to everybody this resource here, which has got all 62 strategies from the Teach Like a Champion book with a brief summary explaining how to do each one. So keep this with you in your planning portfolio, stick it to the wall next to your table or stick it on your table in the classroom so it's always there for a point of reference, and please use this to try and practice new strategies all the time. The more you can practice, the better you're going to get as a teacher, and so it's important we do that. Now just to explain this, across the top you'll see different titles, and below that will be the set of strategies linked to that title. And in a Teach Like a Champion book, there are certain areas or chapters in the book that they say teachers need to work on. So for example, in part 1 it talks about checking for understanding. So there are lots of strategies there about how to check if students understand what you've taught them. The second one is about academic ethos. Again, it's about high expectations and lots of strategies there, some of which we do in our school already. Part 3 is about building ratio. I spoke to you about that last week. It's about getting more of the class engaged in more of your activities so that there's no opportunity for students to be passive. And then the final one is about classroom culture, discipline and management. So lots of behavioural strategies there for you to raise expectations in the classroom. So use this resource. It's a fantastic bit of information to help you with your teaching. Okay. Well done to Team Humanities, who are currently top of the leaderboard. I've had a few more nominations today, so thank you to everybody who's contributed ideas. Keep practicing and get out and go and see other people using them and email them to me, send me pictures, give me examples of work, and we'll see that leaderboard change as the weeks go on. Lots of prizes up for grabs. Okay then, so this week I'm going to share with you 2 strategies which can be used mainly in the classroom for 30 lessons, and it's about getting students to engage with writing. Obviously, when we get to the exam side of things, being able to write and articulate your thinking on a piece of paper is a really important skill. Quite often something that some of our students struggle with. They're able to verbally talk about it, but can they put their thinking onto paper? So the first strategy I'm going to talk to you about is called Everybody Writes. It's strategy 37. You can find it on your resource card or in the book. And basically all you might do is you'll teach a topic to the class or explain a certain concept to the class, and then you'll say, right everybody, stop what you're doing. You've now got 3 minutes to summarise what we've just been learning about. Everybody writes. So what you do as a teacher is you would obviously get everybody writing, circulate around the classroom, check what they've written, check for any key errors that you might see, check the things that they've understood and you can evidence and share with the class. But basically it's important that everybody writes and they all put pen to paper. And you will initially have to build up some resilience for some of your students, because after 30 seconds they might stop or they might struggle to get going. But it's key that you get around the classroom and read out some of the things that the students have done. And then all you might do is you might just pick some examples and share with the class. This is a really good activity to do to help students to rehearse their answers before doing some classroom discussion. So once they've written, you might ask a student to explain or read out what they've written, and you can have a good discussion there. The second strategy I'm going to show you is called show call, which is linked to writing, and you can use the 2 in tandem, and it's an adaptation of cold call. So once everybody's written something in their books, all you would do then is give them time to write, walk around the classroom, pick any student's work at random, and then you would share it with the class. You can either read it out yourself, get the student to read it out to the class, and then you would help the student to revise it and improve it. A really good way to use this is once you've picked a piece of work, put it under your visualizer, ask the class what is good, what needs to improve, and then revise that piece of work with the class. Give the work back to the students and then give everybody an opportunity to improve their writing or what they've written down. So it's a great strategy to use if you choose students at random, because it means that everybody's got to write. There's a little bit of pressure on the students to make sure they write something so that they've got something to share with the class. Again, like with Everybody Writes, it might take a little bit of time to build up resilience, but be positive with it. Okay, so 2 strategies: Everybody Writes and show call. Give them a go in your classrooms, send your evidence through to me. You might give me a piece of student writing that you've got, and try as many different strategies as you can. Thank you for watching and all the best for the competition.